The Legend of Hay. It's not what I thought it was. Like, I don't know what I was thinking I was getting into watching this, to be very honest. I thought it was going to be this, like, cute, not much going on, super boring kind of, like, movie. But I was proven very, very wrong. It's cute, yes. Super, super cute. But the story's actually deeper than I thought. And I didn't even know this was like a prequel to apparently another series. I'm not too sure. But apparently it is a Chinese animated film. So the gist of it is this spirit, Hei, or how do you pronounce it? Zhao Hei? I'm probably saying that wrong, but that is the name of the character, our main character. He's a cute little spirit cat. Well, he takes the form of a cat, is his preferred way, but he does transform into a child form after he meets other people along the way. This spirit, his home, which is a forest, was torn down by humans, so he's looking for a new home. But now he has this hatred towards humanity because of them destroying his home and taking it away from him. He does meet friends along the way that we are introduced to at first. Later he gets separated from them and he ends up going on a journey with another character who's our other male lead, who, let me just tell you, looks very much like Neji from Naruto. So every time I see this character, I just kept thinking Neji, to be very honest. He acts like him, he looks like him, and I feel like the voice kind of was similar. Even though I watched it in English dub, it does sound very much like the English dub actor for Neji and Naruto. They go on this journey together, and it really makes you think, like, who do you want to side with in this whole entire experience? Because the original people he meet hate humankind for the same reason that he does, and this other person he meets is for humans, being half human themselves. So he's basically trying to help spirits sort of adapt to the human world so they can function there and kind of get used to it, kind of adapting in that sense of where to find a home in another home. There are some spirits who prefer the nature realm, so that's what they want to go back to, which is their original home, which was the forest. That is no longer there. You kind of are split while you're watching this whole story of like, who do you side with? Like, do you want to side with those who are against humanity for taking their home, or do you want to side with this other guy who wants to just help spirits to kind of, you know, accept what is going on now and just adapt to the situation of change? Kind of like, you have to watch this film and be a little bit open-minded to what you're seeing, and the ending, going towards the ending, you'll see the twist that happen and your mind is going to start changing, honestly. And at first you kind of want to hate this male character who looks like Neji. You're going to hate him because of how he's introduced in the beginning, and his character does come off a little bit more cold and serious, but turns out this character just doesn't know how to interact with other people because they all push him away, essentially. He's very powerful, and because he's half human, a lot of the spirits are uncomfortable around him, and they kind of like push him away, and they're like afraid of him, so they kind of like either push him away or they stay away, so he himself stays away from them to make them comfortable. So at the end, he doesn't really know how to interact with anyone, so he has that social awkwardness, which is part of his character that makes it funny. But he is the one character that is the most associated and knows what's going on in the human world. So he knows like money, train systems, he knows telephones, well, cell phones, and that's how he knows how to get everyone else in the spirit realm like used to having those sort of items, which is money, cell phones, and how to use public transportation. I also think it's like super cute how he wants to teach Hei how to use his abilities, because they're kind of similar in the abilities that they use, which is the familiarity with metal, but Hei is very on guard. He doesn't know to trust him. He doesn't want to trust him because of his first friends that he made him to be very much this bad person. Hei is like on his guard. He's very much influenced by the first people he met that showed him a little bit of kindness, and now this other guy kind of shows him kindness, but not really, because like I said, he's awkward with how he shows himself and how he interacts with people. Hei doesn't understand that he's actually trying to be nice, but at the same time he's like keeping him as a prisoner because he won't let Hei get away. But it's coming from a good place. He's trying to keep Hei safe, but Hei's not seeing that. He's just seeing that this person wants to keep me away from my friends. I like their journey together. I love how cute it is and how it's funny. It's filled with a lot of humor that I wasn't expecting to necessarily be there. Kind kind of slow. It's not very much a lot of action, but there is some of those fight scenes in it more towards the end of the film rather than like too much at the beginning. So overall, like, my experience with the film is I love it. I think everyone should watch it, at least give it a try on a day that you have nothing else to really watch. Since it is a prequel to another one, you can definitely check out the series that it's supposed to be the prequel to. I don't really know what it is a prequel to. I have not seen that series. I found out after I saw the film, and I went to read about the film to see what was it like taken from, like what was like the source material. I think it was, because I felt like it probably did have something to do with another film, but it was actually a series it had to do with. I am intrigued to see what that next series is and where it goes from here, because, you know, when you watch the film, you'll see like where Hay ends up at, and kind of want to see if this continuation shows Hay at some point, because I mean, if they made a prequel, there's a reason for it, because Hay probably is an important factor in this other series. So yeah, definitely give it a shot. I like it. I would definitely recommend it to people to watch. If you do watch it, let me know what you think, and if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, totally fine. It's everyone's opinion to themselves.